Not this one day, because Manning to Reggie Wayne, the stately Wayne Manor. Colts in their home opener. Watch Manning. Back, Packers blitz. Someone's going to be open. Rodney Harrison, 19 yards. Manning. Reggie Wayne. Boy, has he become a big-time number 2 receiver. 36 yards, 7-0. We're not even 2 minutes in the game. Packers trail 7-0 now. Farve. Donald Duke in the driver. 14 yards. That sets up. Brett. Javon Walker. 36 yards. Game on. 7-7. We're only, what? Just 6-7 minutes in the game. Both have thrown touchdown passes. Peyton and Marvin talking on the sideline. Well, what could it be about? Maybe this. Oh, man, 28 yards, 14-7 Colts, but right away. First Packer play from scrimmage. Farve, James Stewart. This is shades of Davis and Unitas in 1972. 79 yards, game time at 14. Next position, Colts. Manning, Harrison, 12 yards. Then Manning, play action to Edwards, to Wayne, 16 yards. That sets up. Manning, to Brandon Stokely, touchdown, 34 yards, 21-14.
And you find Manning here reading the blitz. He knows that he's going to get single coverage with Stokely on the safety, runs inside, breaks it out. No team has better timing in that one-on-one coverage than Manning and his wide receivers.
Second quarter. By the way, just the second quarter, we should say. It's already 21-14. Edger and James, first running play of the game, and it took a quarter. Manning, Stokely, and in the 2 minutes into the second quarter, 28-14, they've outscored Atlanta, Arizona, and Jacksonville, Tennessee for the entire game.
Marvin Harrison here on the inside. His defender shuts off the Green Bay defender, allows Stokely to get to the outside. You make the guys pick their own men to get your receiver open.
And Stokely had another bomb go off his face, man. She'd have even more yards, but no matter. Manning to Wayne, 25 yards. Setting up Manning. In the summertime, James Monroe Jerry, touchdown, 35-17 Peyton, 5 touchdown passes, 320 yards in the first half. Now, Farve says, wait a minute, here's Javon Walker, 35-24. You know, Brett wouldn't back down, 38-24. Farve, Donald Driver, 35-31. Oh my goodness gracious, 38-31. Then, Packers ball. Farve drops back. He gets kicked in the hamstring. The tightness in the hamstring. He had to go out, but not yet. Farve completes the pass to Walker, but Jason David strips him. Nicholas Harper, who's Johnny on the spot, falls on the ball. It's doing Colts possession. Don't expect him not to score, do you? A short blast for Edward James. Brett says, I threw 4 TD passes. Peyton threw 5. The two of them combined 9 TDs, no touchdowns. 9 TDs, no interceptions. And the Colts, 45-31. Another dome loss for Brett. What I mean, they scored. Hey, do the Colts look any good to you?
I think that we're starting to see, we talked about it early in the show, that separation between the top-tier team that we haven't seen New England, once in, it seems like a month. But the 2 top teams in this conference, you're looking at them in Indy and New England, and you look at Philly and Seattle, and you see those 4 teams that you've got to shoot at. You see those 4 teams.
Yeah, and boy, Indianapolis goes to Jacksonville next week. That'll be an interesting.
Jacksonville, oh, by the way, is undefeated.
Oh, by the way, Farve and Manning, you should watch it for the rest of your life. When we return, Game Balls, prime performers. There were many. Yourself a great-tasting, low-carb Miller Lite. And in part by Pizza, proud sponsor of the NFL. Get ready for the game.
Boomer, my game ball goes to Donovan McNabb, and boy, are the Eagles on track, and he is their leader. You just start looking at the numbers. It's utterly ridiculous. 29 of 42, 356 yards, 2 touchdowns passing. His main man, T.O., right there, and 1 rushing, and they look absolutely unstoppable right now.
8 different guys have on 5 touchdown passes in the first half. What's the matter, Peyton? You couldn't throw any in the second half? 309 3 yards, a change of that of the game against the Chiefs in the playoffs. Like all the games he played in the playoffs, just about. Peyton Manning against Mike Gable, the Colts, McNabb, the Eagles. These are two of the teams that are really flying. So we had another observation. Remember, I said Seahawks might be able to.
Yeah. Seahawks 3-0.
Rest of Division 1-8. Seahawks off next week. That was fun watching.
That was fun. That was a good game.
It's always fun with you, Tom. The most hated guy, voted by the former Raider opponents.
I cherish that.
The last time the New England Patriots have lost a game, who's the last coach to beat him? Steve Spurrier of the Washington Redskins? It's true. The Patriots going for a lucky number 18 straight wins as we begin our fastest 3 minutes. And here we go in Buffalo. The Bills gave them all they could handle. The Tom Brady to Daniel Graham with 11 minutes to go put the pass up. And then the defense finished it off. Over and Drew Bledsoe hit by Teddy Bruschi. Bruschi blocks. Richard Seymour runs. 7 sacks for the Pats. 18 straight wins. They win 31-17. Go for the record. Home against Miami next week. Speaking of which, the Belichick squad knows that if they can score against Miami, they'll be in good shape. The Jets do it too. Jay Fiedler intercepted by Donnie Abraham. And the Jets up 17-9. Jets defense pressuring Fiedler all second half. The Jets are 3-0. Miami is 0-4, even though they haven't allowed over 17 points in one game yet. 17-9. Byron Leftwich on 4th and 1 to Jimmy Smith. 2-point conversion. Good. Jags had tied Indianapolis at 17. But Peyton Manning leads them up the field. Veteran James touchdown. Colts win 24-17 to go 3-1. Eagles undefeated, remain that way. 4-0 Donovan McNabb. 6 TDs and 6 push-ups or sit-ups done by Terrell Owens. Eagles win at Chicago 19-9. Brett Farve at Lambeau. Knocked out of the game by William Joseph of the New York Football Giants. Missed a couple of plays. Called himself back in the game on a 4th and 5. Amazing touchdown to Javon Walker. But Farve had to leave. Concussion. And Kurt Warner hadn't won a game in 3 years. Now he and the Giants have won 3 in a row. Giants win 14-7. Atlanta remains undefeated, 4-0. Warwick Scott, 38-yard run against the NFC champion Panthers. And then daylight come, but he got it their own. Kevin Mathis, the pick. Falcons win at Carolina 27-10. Bengals Steelers. Carson Palmer, intercepted by his old roommate at USC. Troy Polamalu. Look at Polamalu. Swerve, move, shock, jive, then full over Palmer at the end. As the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, 2-0 as a starter, wins 28-17. David Carr. Houston's won 2 straight games for the first time in their history. Carr can now get a haircut. Texas beat Oakland 30-17. One-handed catch by the Chargers, Rashae Caldwell on a pass from Drew Brees. Almost 150 yards rushing for Tomlinson. Chargers shot the Titans 38-17. Lee Supp slugs in a 3-yard run. Cleveland over Washington 17-13. Tampa Bay trying to get in the win column. Brad Johnson, Michael Clayton has ball. Doesn't have helmet. Has touchdown. But in the end, it was old friend, now Bronco, wrapping up his old friend Mike Allstott. John Lynch does the job. The Broncos win at Tampa 16-13. Emmitt Smith has never thrown a pass before. Throws from the Ivan Diego. Touchdown. And Emmitt, 29-yard run. 100-yard game for Emmitt Smith. Cards win their first, 34-10 over the Saints.
This halftime show is presented by Kia Motors. Kia, make every mile.
Tom Brady, touchdown to David Gibbons. The good team always scored toward the end of the half. This is Wes Welker. More on that in a moment. The regular kicker for Miami, Olindo Mare, got hurt. So Welker, the backup receiver, did some field goal kicking, but the Patriots win 19 in a row for Bill Belichick and company. More on that in a moment. Drew Bledsoe trying to get Buffalo in the win column for the first time this year to Lee Evans. The Bills lead just 14-13. But when Doug Bryan kicks a 38-yard field goal, the Jets are 4-0, 16-14. They win. The Seattle Seahawks had a huge lead, 27-10 with 8.5 minutes to go over the Rams. But Jeff Wilkins' field goal, 36 yards, finds it for Mike Mark, and he does more damage to get overtime. Mark Bolger, right up the field. Sean McDonald E-I-E-I-O. The Rams win 33-27 in overtime, shocking the unbeaten Seahawks. Joey Harrington to Azaki and the Detroit Lions, who had lost 24 straight on the road, now we're thinking about winning 2 straight. They tied Atlanta at 7. Unbeaten Atlanta. Mike Vick sacked 6 times by the Lions, who win 17-10. Raiders, Colts, Peyton Manning. 3 touchdown passes to Reggie Wayne. The Colts win easily, 35-14. They're 4-1. The Giants have won 4 in a row. Kurt Warner to Jeremy Shockey. They lead at Dallas 13-10. Tiki Barber, 198 yards running and receiving. This is a 55-yard play. You beat Dallas 26-10. In Heinz Field, Ben Roethlisberger now 3 for 3 this rookie for start. 37-yard touchdown to Plexico Burris. Steelers over the Browns 34-23. Pittsburgh 4-1. Dante Culpepper 50 yards to Randy Moss. And the Vikings lead Houston 28-14 in a superior game. David Carr, Andre Johnson. We're tied at 28. We go to overtime, where Culpepper throws his 5th touchdown pass to Marcus Robinson. 34-28. The Vikes win in overtime. Jake Plummer keeping both teams in the game, but most notably his team, Ashley LeLay. Touchdown. The Broncos beat Carolina 20-17. Tay, more completions, that's right, than any other 49er quarterback in one game. That's the Brandon Lloyd. What a catch. Tie at 28. Overtime. Todd Peterson field goal wins it. The Niners, it's over. They've won 31-28. The best uniform ever in sports. The San Diego Chargers lightning bolt at John Hagel to Lance Allwood. So Drew Brees to Antonio Gates. The Chargers beat the Jags 34-21. The lightning bolt 3-2. Sims at quarterback for Tampa Bay. That's Chris Sims. He's hurt. They bring in Greasy. That's Brian Greasy. The Ken Gilder. Take the buck blood and go 0-5. I was going to demand they wear the orange jersey. But John Gruden, they're up the side. They beat the Saints 20-17. Big hit.